Tony.
There's a break in there. Come on, break.
What's your 20, buddy?
Everton, what's yours?
Forward. What's Center City, Philadelphia, Roger?
Roger. What's the old handle?
Dollar 1, Comstock Kid, Roger.
Oh, 10-4, Comstock Kid. This is Tiny out here in Havertown. 10-4.
10-4 there, Tony. 10-4. Yes, I have the copy up there.
Oh, not too bad. Coming up here about a 10.
All right, here's a tune-up report for Ralph. Ralph went to my website. I appreciate that, and purchased this brand new Cobra 29 LTD Chrome. I know you could have gone to Amazon or Walcott Radio or, you know, some other big place, but you chose to support a local small business, and I appreciate that. So he also opted to get the Tune in the Line, which is always, with certain radios, it's always a good option, in particular these Cobra 29s. It's always good to have a tech put their eyes inside the radio, make sure everything is okay as far as quality control, you know, solder joints, and just make sure that power output is where it's supposed to be and receive is where it's supposed to be. Always a good thing to do. And the added cost, like at least in my case, the added cost doesn't come from my labor. Like, I don't charge to you know, make sure that the radio is okay. It's the shipping that, like, I'll charge like an extra whatever it is, you know, $20, $15, depending on the radio. But it's not, I used to swallow that cost before, but shipping has just gotten so expensive that I had to pass on that added expense to the cost of the radio. But yeah, that's the only reason why I charge a little bit extra to get it tuned in the lines, because the radio comes to me first, and then I have to ship it back out, if that makes sense. So, but anyway, let me get this open and make sure that we're getting the full performance out of this radio. Man, what a good-looking radio this Chrome is. I think if I was in the market for a new Cobra 29, it would be one of these. Just for the looks alone. You get the same performance from a regular Cobra 29, but just a better look, I think. The chrome and the meter and the blue, just everything just kind of matches, and it looks just great. And then the chrome mic itself, so pretty cool. Definitely, I don't know if this is going in a truck or I don't know, whatever, but the chrome look definitely goes with a lot of the trucks and truckers you see out there. So anyway, make sure to take off this plastic protective film that's on the covers, because if you leave that on, it ends up becoming like a gooey mess out in the sun, and it just you're gonna have a tough time removing that. So I have a nice silicone mat here to prevent anything from scratching, but you do have the cover on here. So normally when I do like an align and a tune, I take everything out just to make sure that everything is working, because I even use the microphone, because I've gotten mics where there's been broken wires in the connector, and I've gotten power cords where there's no fuse, or I plug it in and the fuse blows right away. So I just make sure whatever's in the box, to make sure that everything is just working. So that's just me personally. I know some people don't like touching, the new stuff, but I prefer to be careful with everything and make sure everything works and put it back in the box, that it came originally. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to get this open and just make sure everything is aligned and tuned. All right, I actually didn't find too many things wrong with this. I found a couple solder balls that were left over from the wave soldering, but other than that, it seemed to have been pretty good on the bottom side anyway, on the foil side with the solder. Alignment, spot on, except for the meter. Meter was a little off, so we're on receive right now, channel 19. See, it's an S9, so minus 70. Alright, S9, so we're good. Let's do a sensitivity test. Zoom out a bit. Minus 80, 90, 100, 110. So we got 110, almost 111, minus 111. Sorry about the noise, but yeah, so spot on, right where it should be. It's where typically I find the sensitivity on these Cobra 29s, right around minus 110 dBm, so perfect. Let's get her on the dummy load and we'll do a transmit and call it a day. Alright, so we're on the dummy load. Again, I had to adjust the meter to show correct. So it's a 4 watt. Right on 4 watts. Perfectly. Perfectly set. The only thing I had to do was it was a little bit undermodulated. So I'd say it's probably like 85% modulation. So it's adjusted to 100% now. So we're good there. Perfect. Okay. And let me put this to peak, PEP mode. Audio, 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 audio. All right. About 15 watts. Kind of hit 18 here and there, but I'll call it 15 watts. So perfectly adjusted transmit. All right, let me get the covers back on, put her on the antenna, and we'll just do a quick surfing through the channels here.
Maybe I got a little something to do with that. To the occasional transmitter doing his thing, man. It's all gone.
We'll go back around one more time. I don't want to make this video too long. All right, Ralph, there's your Cobra 29 LTD Chrome being shipped out to you today. Thanks.